up, guys? I have an acquaintance, friend, somebody that I met doing a legal job I did years ago, but nice enough to introduce me to this thing called the Anti-Planner, created by Danny Donovan, how to get shit done when you don't feel like it. How cute is that? And it's designed for people with ADHD. So I was going to share some of the advice and the information in here. I really like this because it's an anti-planner. Obviously, it's not a planner. It's almost like a joke. Like the tabs on the side that you can see here, they read like stuck, overwhelmed, unmotivated, disorganized, discouraged, and then extras like what do I feel like? And you go to the tab, and it basically has like a download of emotional intelligence for you, like why you might be feeling the way you're feeling, how does it feel, like putting labels and words to it so you can get more familiar with it. Here, instead of starting at the beginning, I'm going to go jump to where it says disorganized. And I feel like that a lot right now, especially because I'm not in my own place and I'm in between places. So that makes me feel disorganized, obviously. I say obviously because most people would maybe feel like that anyway, despite ADHD. But it says messy, like my space is full of clutter. I don't have motivation to clean. I have lots of things I don't use, or you have difficulty prioritizing. I avoid doing important things first, or I don't know what to do next, or I struggle breaking larger tasks into smaller projects. Like I do that. I try to do everything all at once, and then I'm so extreme, and then it becomes a big problem. So it kind of talks through the shame that comes with not being like the organized person all the time. It says I can deep clean my whole apartment in one day, but I can't develop the habit of putting things away after I use them. It doesn't matter. That's me for sure. Like I can clean really fast and do things super fast when I'm ready to do them or motivated. And then like what takes people, longer to do, or like their habits, like I think it's boring and I just don't do it. I'd rather be having fun, so I'll turn music on. I'll be like, I'm cleaning, but I'm not in those like normal habits of everyday tidying, so we say. But so this organization or disorganized area talks about what it can look like for you, like shuffling piles around instead of cleaning. I do that pretty badly, like, and I waste a lot of time, but it's kind of funny when I really look at it. And it does help me process a lot of memories, trauma, just keeping it real, stuff that I've had, and it helps me now get rid of stuff when I even shuffle piles around, because it helps me see, like, do you see what you're doing? Like, you don't even know where to put this, so we probably shouldn't keep it. So I'm kind of turning that into a positive now. But here, it says disorganization looks like frequently losing items, also dumping instead of putting away, starting with fun instead of important. That's totally me. Poor time management. Doing too much all at once. Items sitting in places they don't belong, eventually fading into the background so you barely notice them anymore. Oh my god. That description right here. But it says her advice is to forget trying to follow conventional organizational techniques that work for other people but not you, and then focus on creating a unique system works with your existing behavior instead of against it. And that's what a lot of people go wrong, because they try to go against and resist their authentic true nature. And I've learned that that's not the thing to do. And it says start paying attention to where I already end up dumping stuff. Where are things, who cares where they're supposed to go? Like, just kind of pile things so that you know what you have, and then you can decide what to do it. And let go of the idea that you'll find one magic system that's going to work for you forever. There's no magic pill. There's no magic system. You really do have to figure out what works for you. So that page was almost like, it's like a therapy session. Like each page in this anti-planner is like a therapy session. Now that I'm really looking at it, it's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm going to go through a bunch of these and share them and experience and what works for me or what I've learned. For me, definitely making it fun is part of it. Turning on music, talking to myself, listening to a podcast. Sometimes like putting the earbud right in my ear kind of helps because I can turn it up louder and it's like focused instead of just out in the room. And it'll just drive me. I'll just keep going because I'll get distracted listening. And as long as I know what I'm doing, it'll motivate me to keep going. So that's kind of a cool motivator. I do not feel motivated when I'm not listening to something that I don't have an extra stimulus kind of pushing me. So that sounds like a cop-out to regular people, but it's just the way that it is. I do go off my feelings a lot more now, and I used to really shame myself for that and try to make myself do things the quote-unquote normal, conventional way. And it really didn't work. It made me feel depressed. It made me feel more anxiety, worse about myself, more shame, all of that. It's like, why was I trying to force and resist? Because I thought something was wrong with me, and I was always told that in so many words my whole life. So there you go. Now, once you accept yourself and you stop resisting your true nature, we can actually go through some of these issues, like being disorganized and messy. It's not as much of an issue once we realize what works for us. So I'm glad to introduce you to the anti-planner, and yeah, let me know what works for you guys or kind of your struggles, ups and downs with disorganization, messiness, and then coming out of it.